Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
I can't hear you.
Aye, aye, Captain! Oh!
Oh, that hurt me. Hi, I'm Abby.
And I'm Amy, and this is the AA meeting.
Damn.
Episode 18. We're actually 18 now.
Yeah.
We're 18. We're legal in some countries.
In the best country.
Exactly.
Yeah, we are 18 years old this episode.
Congratulations, Abby.
Thank you.
How does it feel?
Didn't think we'd make it this far.
Neither did I.
Yeah.
18 episodes. That's
I know,
pretty
right?
big.
It is pretty big. We have very big plans for the 18th episode.
We do. Huge.
Yeah.
Ginormous.
Ginormous.
Crazy.
So we just thought it'd just be similar episode to normal.
No, we've got things happening. Things are happening. Things are coming.
Things are
planned.
A lot of you guys said to us that we should get drunk.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of people suggesting that.
And like I would love to do that.
Yeah.
But it is 9:00 in the morning
on a Tuesday.
Not
that that would ever stop us, but also we did kind of get a bit crunk last week, so
yeah,
we might not make a pattern out of that.
Yeah, but look out for episode 21.
Yeah, true.
Am I allowed to say that?
Well, I guess the cat's out of the bag.
Yeah,
now.
I guess I just said it. So just you wait for episode 21. Then we'll talk about I guess big entrances.
And that gives us a couple of weeks to like get organised. Last week we literally had to stop and order kebabs before we edited because we weren't in a good state to edit.
After last week, and so we literally were sitting here like, how are we gonna edit? Ordered Uber Eats and then shoved our faces and then got into it.
Felt much better after that. So that's good.
Thank you very much. That's much better. All right, well let's
roll the intro. Oh, that was nice.
Welcome to my up home. I'm Lil Shorty. These my hoes. This is how we run this shit. Piss Olympics. Let's go.
So, Amy.
Yes, Abby.
What's been happening the past week?
It wasn't a huge week. Well, it was, but nothing exciting worth noting except Saturday. Saturday was for the girls this week.
For the girls! We should get one of those like tapestry post like flags. Yeah. That they have Saturdays for the boys and just cross that out and write girls.
Just cross it out, yeah.
Saturdays for the girls. How was it?
Yeah, good. We never hang out just the gals anymore.
No.
Do we? Everyone like has lives and shit now, and I'm a bit over it if I'm being honest. But I sent a message I think like 2 weeks ago being like, all right, everyone save the date. Saturday in 2 weeks we're all going to hang out. Everyone has to be there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately Kirby couldn't make it, but she had a good reason to not be there, so that's okay. Yeah, had some cheese, had some wine, or
some cheese.
we had too much cheese. And then we had gounet, the leftover gounet from last week. This episode isn't like working with them, but it goes straight to your head, guys.
Tell you how much gounet we had. The sack is gone. Like
it's gone.
Like 4 liters.
Yeah.
Right?
And we cracked it for last week's episode. And we had like 2 glasses each or something like that.
And now you just exposed us that we got drunk of 2 glasses.
No, that's what I mean. It goes, and they were big glasses. They were big glasses. But it goes straight to your head.
Like, guys, get this gounet shit. Like,
yeah.
Anyway, but we played like beer pong and like we had such a good time, like all together.
Yeah. Yeah, it was so nice.
I know.
We never all hang out anymore.
Well, everyone's just busy.
I'm sick of it.
Well, do you want to know something interesting that happened to me
Please tell me.
You know how we always talk about DMs?
Yes.
Right? We always share that with you guys as well. Like either personal DMs we've received or DMs we'd like to receive.
Yeah.
Or how to slide into the DMs.
Yeah.
Or, like we talk DMs,
yeah.
Right? Deep in meaningfuls, that's what I mean. Direct messaging, right? I got the most like incredible DM yesterday.
Incredible as in good?
Incredible, just as in like it's just like out of this world. Like I
Right.
like what?
Okay.
Okay, so you know how we always say it needs to be something new, something funny, something different, something that she's never seen before. Like you need, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
And we say all these crazy things, which is obviously like kind of true, kind of a joke, but take what you will. So I got an email.
An email. That's the way to do it, lads. 2021 is the year of emails.
So I, like my personal Instagram is on business.
Yeah.
It has to be because of like dance and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
And I have my email linked in there for like business inquiries for dance and all that kind of stuff. So, obviously that was clicked.
Okay.
I got an email. The subject is DM slide.
Okay. Interesting.
It says, "Good afternoon.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
I've come to the conclusion that the easiest way to stand out from every other guy that slides into your DMs is to take a business-heavy approach and write a well-worded email. Look forward to hearing from you. Regards, Cooper."
All right, Cooper, we need to pick this apart quickly. Okay.
Genius.
That is clever. My only constructive criticism for Cooper is that he just says, "I'm going to slide into your DMs," but then doesn't say anything.
Okay, that's what I
After
thought
that.
as well. And I know who it is because it has his email, and then obviously I looked up his Instagram and like he follows me and stuff. Oh, well, now everyone's gonna fucking There you go. Hi, Cooper. And I haven't replied to the email, but like that is a genius way to like slide in. Okay.
Yeah. Especially if her page is set on business, like you can bet she's checking her emails all the time.
Yeah, and even if she has a lot of followers, she's not going to see your one little follow or your one like of one of her photos.
Yeah, no, I don't look at who follows me anymore.
Yeah,
no, that's clever.
Yeah, but like, I completely agree with what you just said. With the approach was right. He didn't get his message across though.
No.
He just said that I'm gonna DM you in more of like a business way.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So he opened that up. Now you have to say what you have to say and then close the email with regards.
Yeah. It would have been funny if he had all of that and then had after that, like, so anyway, hey, how are you? Or something.
Yeah.
Like and then kind regards, Cooper.
So like while I'm here, you know, hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good idea, Cooper, but try again. And he's opened it up so that he can try again because he said, "I'm going to DM you," and then just ends it there. So he can send another email now. Yeah. If he wants to.
But email, like...
That's really clever.
That's genius.
It is clever.
That's so funny.
Yeah, that's really... I mean, I think most people are the same, but like I check my emails every morning, you know?
Yeah, I check my emails like every day because of like business stuff,
yeah.
You know?
Wow. Good on you, Cooper.
I know. And then that's like just such
revolutionary.
a good idea. So guys, even girls... If you're wanting to slide into someone's like DMs, I used air quotes there because obviously a business email is not a DM. But like if you want to stand out, and this person has obviously
now everyone's going to email.
I know, but this is specifically only if this person you're trying to slide to, if they have a lot of followers for one, and like probably wouldn't see your DM on Instagram, and have their email linked. Why can't little Huddy business email me like asking to join the Hive House and to be his girlfriend?
Just a package. Anyway, good for you, Cooper. Cooper is the leader of the revolution. He's really doing things out there. He's out the leader of the revolution.
I didn't hear
he's doing the darn thing.
No. Like what?
He's out there doing stuff. He's making moves.
Yeah, he's like he'll be making bank soon.
Oh,
like,
he will be.
That is a great
good for you,
idea.
Cooper.
He's an ideas man.
He is.
As we said in the intro, this is a very exciting episode.
It is.
Episode 18.
Episode 18.
It also comes, though, with, like, a heavy heart. Some things have happened, which, like, I mean, we don't really like to talk about negative things or, you know, we try to keep everything light and happy and, like, you know, we don't want to project negativity or sadness or anything like that.
Never.
But, like, something traumatic has happened. Yeah.
So this week, the New South Wales government kind of dangled the carrot, if you will.
So, no, we have been COVID-free.
Yeah.
for 55 days. Something
Something
ridiculous.
like
We have
that,
had a 55-day streak.
Mm-hmm.
No, not a naked run streak. A 55 days in a row of no COVID cases in New South Wales, which is incredible because New South Wales has Sydney, obviously, and Sydney is a city of 5 million people. Like, it's insane.
So our old mate Gladys Berejiklian declared the other day that dance floors will be open as of next week.
The D floor,
which is huge news.
is open.
Huge. However, New South Wales did have one new case
We
this
had
week.
one
and
Rona case.
The carrot that was dangling has since been removed and thrown over the fence. So
The rabbit ate the carrot.
what? We're the rabbit. That's the brief of the point of the thing.
I don't understand. I didn't understand that. Okay, I understand it now. We're not the rabbit.
We didn't throw the rabbit over the fence.
No, we
just
are the
carrot.
rabbit.
We are the rabbit.
We threw the we threw the rabbit over the fence?
No, we're the rabbit. I said we didn't throw the rabbit over the fence because that would be animal abuse.
Oh my God, I'm a little confused. But what we're trying to get across is that we are actually so sad
Yeah.
that dance floors are not opening up next week.
And we know it's for the health and safety of the people.
Yes.
We get that. We do. But it's just the fact that we were so close, you know? We could taste
One
it.
person ruined it for everyone.
Yeah, we could taste it. The dance floors were nearly here.
I could taste that carrot.
The carrot, we could taste it. And it's gone.
And we were so ready to go out and give you guys all these stories and it'd be incredible. But anyway, we're just going to have to bloody wait.
We are.
But
Longer. All of my Snapchat flashbacks right now are us in quarantine a year ago.
yeah.
Like it's been over a year.
Yeah.
Open the dance floors, Gladys. I've had it.
Speaking of dance floors and types of dances on those dance floors. Segue.
Nice.
We wanted to have a little chat about the different types of dancers on the dance floors and what kind of dancer you are and what that says about you.
From our memory, this is of over a year ago.
Yeah, speaking from experience, but from
a long time ago. Yeah.
yonks ago experience.
The dances that we imagine we would have seen next week.
Yeah.
If the carrot hadn't been thrown over the fence.
So, what's the first dancer?
First dancer is the classic step touch. The step together, step together.
The step, touch, step, touch, groove it out. This kind of dancer is probably really boring.
Yeah. Or just not experienced in the dance scene. You know what I mean? Maybe just doesn't really know what they're overthinking it. Don't overthink it. The step touch, I see you step touching and I go, oh, they're worried about their dancing.
let the music like boil in your blood. Do you know what I mean? Like let it move you.
If you're listening, not watching, Abby just did the strangest little twitch shake. She said that. Let it move. That's what you did.
Let it Also, this person is probably Dezo or something.
Yeah, true. Sober.
I will give them the excuse of doing the step touch if they're Dezo.
Yeah,
you know?
That's fair enough because when you're sober, you're thinking about, do I look
you're
silly? What's
overthinking,
everyone think? Whereas if you're drunk, you're like, I don't give a heck. Hey, move out of the way, make a circle. Let me get in the middle.
Let me bust a move. Second kind of dancer. The hi, how are you going? Don't want to spill my drink.
Oh, yeah.
So they're like, oh, yeah, kind of doing a step touch, kind of moving their hips.
Yeah, a little bit of shoulder action.
A little bit of, but just the
gentle.
shoulder that's not with the same drink in the hand.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So, yeah. And they're also doing that thing where someone bumps them.
Yeah.
You're right over
Sorry,
there.
I was sneezing. Bless me.
Someone bumps them. They're going to look at their friends, chat enormous shit, turn around. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
It's okay.
That's what that kind of person is like. We don't really stand that person.
No. Because we're usually the ones dancing so hard we knock their things out of it.
Next one.
Next is the wannabe dancer. They're trying. Shakira style.
Yeah, Shakira, but her hips are lying.
when her hips are having a bad day.
Shakira, 5 days post-hip operation.
Shakira's just come out of COVID quarantine. She's a bit rusty. So this is this is the girls you see that get down on all fours and twerk on the grotty dance floors and things like
but
that.
But not just girls. This is some boys as well. That you know they only feel the rhythm in their hips. Babes, you got four limbs.
Yeah,
just throw all those around.
Hips.
The next kind of dancer, the dancer.
Yeah.
So like this is the person who is like break dancing. This is the person who is like dance battling. Yeah. This is the person who is the life of the party, right? Also, don't really care about like what anyone else is doing around them. They're just going ham, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We like those ones.
The
last one is the no fucks given dancer.
Yes.
Too drunk to care, arms are everywhere, knocking the drink out of the hand of the second kind of dancer.
Yeah.
Here, there and everywhere. Low comes on and they just can't help themselves. They're on the floor, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I do feel like that last one is kind of relatable.
I do think so too.
So if our old mate Gladdy would open the dance floors
Please,
here, then
Glad.
we could show you guys what the no fucks given dancer in the dance club is like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gladys, if you're watching, imagine if Gladys Berejiklian watched or listened to our podcast. She's like,
that would actually be a problem if our premier listened to a podcast entitled The AA Meeting by two 21-year-old girls.
She's got to have some fun. She's got to let her hair down at some point. Like,
what hair?
That's what I mean. It's like a helmet. Like it doesn't move. It's so full of hairspray. She needs to let it.
It's like Edna's.
It is
from Incredibles.
Poor girl. She needs the AA Meeting podcast.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Why was my mic up there? I was like, yeah, I had my mic in the air, like full arm stretch. But yeah, those are the different kinds of dances at the clubs.
Yes. Yeah, we're going to play a game.
Ooh.
Another game.
Another one. Another. DJ Carlin.
This is a game that we play in the house all the time. Whenever we're bored, we'll just whip this game out. In the car sometimes.
Yeah. I even play this at work. Like I've made my friends at work like play this with me like while we're
It's
like,
a good one.
Shelves or some shit.
It's a good one.
What is the game, Amy?
So this is the say the same word game. Did this come from TikTok originally?
I saw it on TikTok maybe like 6 months ago.
Yeah, right.
And then we just started like doing it around the house.
So would you like to explain the rules?
Yes. So the rules of this game is basically you have to say the same word at the same time.
Yes.
So we will do a countdown, 3, 2, 1. Amy and I will say just like any word that comes to our head. Then we have a little think about it. We have to think about a word that will relate to both of those words and then 3, 2, 1, say it. And then eventually we will say the same word. I will say, not with you, but with Yaz, we've done this and we've gotten it on the first try. We've gotten it on the second try multiple times, on the third try multiple times. And I think that's just because we both share like one working brain cell. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting you and I doing it.
Yeah. Okay.
Just the two of us. Okay.
Let's see how we go. Are you ready?
I am ready. I hope that was a good explanation, was it?
I think that made sense.
Okay.
Yeah.
If not, watch and listen, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, here we go.
3, 2, 1,
podcast. Oh, podcast, necklace. Fuck, I don't know where to go from there.
Okay. I got one. Read my mind. Look at me in the eyes. Wait. I need to say the word in my head. Ready? Look at me in the eyes. Ready?
It's got 2 syllables because you nodded your head to us.
Did I actually?
That's right. I think it's right.
Okay.
Okay, ready?
No. Ready?
3, 2, 1.
Brand
Amy.
collaboration.
What? That's 15 syllables.
I went brand collaboration. That's why I nodded twice.
Right.
What did you say?
Amy.
Amy.
Because you were looking at me.
I thought you said AA meeting.
Oh, no.
Okay. Amy, brand collaboration. 3, 2, 1. Gune.
Yeah!
Oh, put it there. Oh.
Very nice. Okay, let's play one more round.
Really good.
Yeah. Ready.
See how exciting it is, guys? Can you play along with us?
I'm on edge.
In your cars, wherever you are, play along with us. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Mattress.
Grass mattress.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Camping. Green
Ooh,
camping.
Green camping.
Okay.
What the fuck? Green camping. I don't know.
3, 2, 1, tent. Yeah! Oh my goodness, we've never been this good at it.
Okay. Let's go one more. Let's try and get it in the second go.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Umbrella. Umbrella Dobby. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Harry
sock.
Potter.
Sock and Harry Potter. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Wand. Yeah! Oh my goodness!
No, I was saying that in my head, and you know what? I was saying it in my head. I was like, wand. And I like felt you be like, wand.
Well, in my head, I was like, I'm gonna say wand, but she's not gonna. She's not gonna say it.
Bro, you need to have more faith.
I'm sorry. It's because I was like, it doesn't really relate to sock, but I don't really have anything that relates to sock. Wow. Did we get it on the third try pretty much every time?
Yeah.
My God, we're good. Do you want to do it one more time? Just for good luck. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Door. Jessie J. Door. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Night! There's only one way to go from there.
Watching and listening this, guys. Oh, wait, what? Listening to this? This is breaking news.
Yeah, we've never been this good. Usually it takes us like 15 words.
Yeah.
To get kind of close.
Wow. And then we give up and start again.
Yeah.
See, that's a fun game that you guys can play at home.
Yeah, that was fun.
You can't really play by yourself, though.
No, you definitely can't.
We have played it in a group situation as well.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fun.
That one's
also
good
very
too.
Chaotic.
Yeah. Or you could do the one, sometimes you do it in a circle where like Abby and I will do it and then like me and the person to my left will do it and then like the person there and then next, you know what I mean? And you like keep going around the circle.
Oh, yeah. I found that
That's a
really
good
hard
one
to understand.
Yeah, sorry. I was struggling to get the words out as well. Okay. Sorry, Abby and I just took a quick coffee break, except both of our coffees are cold because it's so cold in the house that I've already heated mine up in the microwave once this morning.
I
and
heated mine up as well.
And they cool down so quickly because it's so cold today. It was like
so cold.
It was 30 degrees on Saturday.
Yeah.
And now
Where'd
it's
that go?
freezing. I'm sick of it.
Freezing. It's
Sydney
like 20 degrees.
Well, it's cold for me. We're from the Gold Coast. It gets to 16 degrees on the Gold Coast. Everyone loses their minds.
Yes.
Here you wake up in single digits. I'm not about it.
No, I'm not about this like cold weather snap.
No.
Not at all. Speaking of like the weather, I found this out the other day and I was quite like taken aback.
Yeah.
Okay. So you know how when you go on like the weather app, it gives you a percentage of like the rain.
Yeah.
What do you think that percentage means?
Like the chance of rain, right? Isn't it like 70% chance of rain?
So in like that city or suburb or whatever, like 70, like it might rain because it's 70%. Like, is that what you're...
Yeah, as in like 50% would be, there's a 50-50 chance that like it's half, like likely, whereas it's a bit more than half, you know?
Yeah. So it's not that.
What is it?
If it says 70%, that's not what the chance of rain is. That 70% is the amount that it'll rain in that suburb. So in the suburb of, for example, I don't know, Miranda, 70% of Miranda will be like rained down on and 30% won't.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so when it says 50% chance of rain, regardless, it's going to rain.
It'll rain.
Just might not rain on my house.
Does like change and stuff depending on like if the wind blows the clouds and stuff like that, so it can change dramatically. But like, yeah, if it's 50% chance of rain, it'll rain in half of the suburb. And if it's 100% chance of rain, then it will rain in the whole suburb.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That is nuts. Well, I suppose like they're predictions, so like it's not, but like, oh, that's not even what my other guess was going to be.
Really? What was it?
Something about like the percentage of, somehow they must test the clouds and like the percentage of the clouds.
Someone's just like, up there with like one of those like the thermometer thingy.
They probably have some laser shit. I don't fucking know. Wow, there you go.
I was imagining someone with like a jet backpack and then those like goggles that are like circles and they're like how crazy is that?
That is nuts.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I know.
Everyone listening is like, I freaking knew that these girls are idiots.
Idiots.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
You learn something new every day. Every week. You learn something new every week. Sometimes I don't learn
every
things
day
every
of the
day.
week.
Every day of the week.
Speaking of days of the week.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
You're just whipping them out today.
I'm just full of knowledge today.
You are.
First time in a long time, so I'm trying to make use of it. No, I'm kidding. So, days of the week.
Yeah.
How do you look at days of the week, right? That's a rhetorical question because I'll answer it for you.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Okay. Sure.
So I feel like I look at the week very differently to other people. Okay. So other people might think like a normal week, Monday to Friday is work week, Saturday, Sunday is rest or party or whatever, you know, and you like repeat. So personally, the way I look at the week is Monday doesn't count, doesn't exist. That's not a day of the week.
Okay.
Tuesday, it's like post weekend.
Okay.
Half day of the week.
Okay.
Still doesn't really count. Wednesday, that's the only day that I'm like, okay, I'm on a weekday. This is a work day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this is Wednesday. Thursday is pre-weekend. Friday, pre-weekend. Saturday, Sunday goes like a second, and then you're back to Monday,
which
still
doesn't
being
count.
not a count. So that's how I actually look at the week. And when people like plan things with me or like ask me what days I'm free and stuff, like I will literally think like that. I'm like, oh well, I can't do Friday because that's like pre-weekend, and then like I can't really like hang out with them Monday because like it doesn't really count, and like I don't know if the hangout will be like good. Do you know what I mean?
That is so bizarre.
What do you mean?
So Monday, so what do you do on Mondays?
Well, like nothing really. I mean, no, not nothing. Me personally, Monday is like my weekend.
Right.
And generally it's just like chores and like things that don't really count, like bloody fucking washing and like all that kind of stuff. Like that's generally Mondays.
Right. Because you don't work Mondays, do you?
No,
do
Mondays
you work
is my day off. Yes.
So that kind of makes sense. Like Tuesday's your first day of the work week.
Yeah, but Tuesday doesn't really count. It's like post weekend.
You're like warming up for the week.
Yeah, I'm like I'm doing my morning. I'm doing the stretches.
Okay,
before
you're like
the sprint
on the upward.
Yeah.
Of the roller coaster.
Yep. And then Wednesday, I am like going straight into that 100 meter sprint, like full like balls first, right?
Okay. That's aggressive.
Then Thursday, Friday is pre-weekend and pre-weekend and then weekend.
So you're telling me you have one weekday? What? How do you fit everything into one weekday? I feel like I don't have enough time in the week and I use all my weekdays. And Saturdays are a weekday. Sunday is my only weekend day.
I use all the other days, but I don't think of them as other days. Like Wednesday is my productive day and I work Wednesdays as well. But like Wednesdays, I always get shit done.
Well, that's good.
That's because that's my week. Wednesdays is my week. That's why it starts
the
with
whole
W.
week is in a
Wednesday
week. Oh my goodness.
Why? How do you look at the week?
Monday is the first day of the week.
What?
We both work on Saturdays, so that's still a day of the week. And then Sunday is my only. I try to leave Sundays as like I don't plan anything for Sundays, and I try and have all my chores and everything done by Sunday so that I can just have that day to myself. But usually I end up doing chores and stuff on Sundays.
Yeah.
But like, I look at it like a normal person, so I'm not really sure.
Okay,
but I have noticed there's a lot of things that we do very differently when we're planning things. So like your Wednesday thing makes sense in your brain, right? But it's the same as like for me, if I have a to-do list, I have to check things off in order and I can't start another thing until I've done the thing before. So I have to like just focus all of my energy on the first task, get that done and then move on to the second one. Where sometimes like if we're planning things for the podcast or whatever, you'll like jump between different tasks and I get really overwhelmed. Yeah, and I get overwhelmed because I'm like, okay, well, can we just finish this first? And then like you'll be like, oh, we also need to send this email. And I'll be like, okay, but can we finish the thing that we're doing first because I can't focus on something else.
Okay, I have this idea for a segment.
Yes,
and you're like, what?
Literally. And I get so overwhelmed because I'm like, how is she thinking about 15 different things? I need to focus all of my energy onto this one thing.
That's a little insight into my brain because that's interesting with the checklist thing because I do a checklist thing as well for my chores or like what I want to get done that day. Pretty much every day I write a full page of a checklist and I do a little square so I can put a little tick in the box because that is so satisfying. Right? Yeah. But I will check it off randomly. Like I don't care what order it's done in. I will do everything on that list. Like I'll do the last thing first and then the second thing because that might be easy. And then the fifth thing because that might actually take a lot of time and I have a lot of time right now. Like that's how I do my checklist. Whereas you're saying that you do it from top to bottom no matter what the task is.
No, usually I like at the start of the week I'll write a full checklist and then every night when I go to bed I write the things from that checklist that I'm going to do the next day.
Right.
In order of most difficult to least difficult. So I do the most difficult thing in the morning
What?
and get it out of the way. Because I read somewhere that if you get up and the very first thing you do is the most difficult task that day, then the rest of the day is easy. And I found that to be true, actually.
Oh.
But I have to focus all of my energy on that task. Like, that's all I'm thinking about. And then I can tick it off and move on to the next thing in order on my list. And usually I'll write like the times that I have to do that or whatever. But yeah, Abby will literally be like, okay, yeah, so we're sending this email. Oh, also we need to plan the next week's episode. And I was thinking about this thing. And I'm like, okay, one thing at a time, please.
You say that all the time to me. You're like, but can we just finish this first? I'm like, yes, but listen to this idea because it's coming to my head right now and I need to tell you.
I just can't think about 15 things at once. It's too much. Anyway.
Oh, God. We're so different in that
We
matter.
are. And I have noticed that that's something that I actually, every time it happens, I'm like, oh, I'm going to bring that up in the podcast. And then I just forget about it.
Right.
But yeah, I always think that. I go, how does she do that? How is she okay
it's
with
just
that?
like how my brain works. It's just like everything, whatever like pops up in there, like I either like have to get it out now or like it's like something that's so unrelated to whatever else we're talking about or whatever else I'm doing.
Oh dear. Guys, send help. Anyway, should we move on to shit we don't understand?
We should move on to shit we don't understand.
Oh, that was a nice accent. Dobby!
Libby, stop putting Angus in the freezer. Shit we don't understand.
Shit we don't understand.
What don't you understand?
Okay, I was thinking about this the other day.
In regards to shit.
I was thinking about shit the other day. No, I was at a pub, right? And we were playing pool. Are you okay over there?
Sorry.
She's having her own little party.
See, this is what I mean.
Yeah, okay. So I was at the pub the other weekend. A pub. And you know how they have...
Amy's at the pub.
It was like for someone... This is the same night that we didn't get let into that place because of the mullet policy, and then I had a fight with the security guard.
Wow.
If you missed that, watch last week's episode. But before that, we were at this pub and we were playing pool, right? And you know how they have like pool tables that you have to pay for it?
Yeah.
Pubs and stuff. There's two different pool tables, like the ones that you have at your house or whatever.
Yeah, just like with the normal net.
Yeah.
Where you like sink
with a
the
net,
balls.
yeah. Or there's like these electronic ones where once you've sunk the ball, it doesn't give it back to you because you have to
it doesn't
pay for the
dispense
balls.
it because it doesn't want you to like play again. It wants you to pay.
Yeah. So, but if anyone hasn't played pool before, there's like the solid colours and the striped ones. And if you sink you need the white ball for the whole game, right? That's the one that you use to hit the other balls. So if you sink a coloured ball and the white ball follows, or if you just sink the white ball, it'll always spit the white ball back out, but it doesn't spit out the coloured ones because you need to pay to get them back.
Yeah. So your shit we don't understand that you're guessing.
I just want to know, how does the pool table know which one the white one is? Yeah. Like, there's obviously something in it that goes, oh, that's the white ball, we need to give that back. Because then also the other day, they gave me back a green one. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's messed up. What do I do now? We're going to have to play with
the green ball.
We're going to have to play with the green one. So then I picked it up and then the white one followed. So it corrected its mistake. And I was like, how? Okay, so that's what I'm guessing.
Lovely. Well,
excuse me.
There's actually two answers.
Okay.
I knew one of them, but like I Googled it and another one came up. And I was like, oh shit, that's kind of cool. So there's two possible answers.
Okay.
Sometimes it can be both, but generally it's like one or the other. So fire away.
Okay. My first guess is that maybe the coloured balls are slightly, like, you can't even tell, but like a little bit textured. Like there's something on them so that when the ball sinks, the table like can sense if it's like got something on it or if it's just a smooth white ball and then it spits out the smooth one.
That's a really good guess. That's not right.
Okay.
But keep on that kind of guessing game.
Okay. So it's not textured.
No.
But... which I probably could have guessed because I have felt one before and I didn't.
Yeah, but also those like the solid colour balls and then like the like whatever stripes and solids, whatever you want to call them, they have like different like lines and circles and stuff on them. So the texture thing could make sense with like it could have like a certain like because it has numbers on it as well.
Yeah.
Maybe the numbers stick out a bit and whatnot.
Yeah.
No, that's not right.
Okay. Maybe. Oh, is it something to do with the paint on the fact that there is colour? And it
As in,
I don't know, maybe somehow it like
can smell like the fumes from the paint. It's like,
well,
this
originally
one's
I
white.
thought there must be some kind of like scanny thing that like it gets scanned like airport security and then and then it goes, oh yeah, there's stuff on there like
Oh,
or
right,
that to
because
play
it's
ball.
like electronic. Maybe
Yeah.
it has like a screening
Yeah.
room where they have to go through.
Yeah. Is that it?
That would be freaking cool. But nah, that's not it.
Okay. It's got to be something really simple because like pool tables have been around for a long time.
Yeah.
I don't know how long electronic ones have been around for,
Yeah.
but
Do you want a
hint? Yes, please.
Okay. A hint is size doesn't matter.
Size doesn't. What? Oh, is the white one a different size?
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, so it's like smaller and it can fit through whatever it is to spit it out.
Yes. So
Oh.
technically, well, for the electronic ones, I don't know about just like the normal pool table, whatever.
Yeah.
But with the electronic ones that you have to pay for, excuse me, the white ball is like something ridiculous, like 1/8 of an inch smaller.
Right.
So it can fit through the like
yeah.
the tunnel hole thing that dispenses the ball back out.
Right. And so then when you dispense all of them, does that thing get bigger to let them all through? Like when you pay for it, how do all of them come out?
Yeah, it must. Something like that.
Right. So then how'd the green one get out the other day? Cheeky
It would have been
bugger.
stuck. I reckon it would have been stuck and then the white one would have pushed it out or something like
yeah,
that.
right. Because the white came out
But
after.
there is 2 answers, remember. So it could
Okay.
be one of the other ones.
Am I guessing the other one or are you just going to tell me?
Oh, do you want me to tell you?
You might as well. I
Okay.
don't have any other guesses.
So the other answer is it can actually be both. So it can be this and the different size. But basically some of the white balls have like magnets in it.
Oh.
And then there's it has like a magnetic strip in the ball, and then obviously there's like a magnetic strip in the pool table, and so then it can like magnetize and be like, oh, that's the white one, and then it will like release it.
That's clever too.
That is clever, isn't it?
Who thinks of these things?
I don't know. Bloody Einstein.
Yeah. There you go. I was standing there the other day. I was going, I had a little bit of drink. I was like, I'm talking about this other shit we don't understand. How does it know which one the white one is? That's crazy. How does it know? You got a brain in there?
How does it know? you got a brain in it. You got games on your phone?
Got games on your
You got
phone?
games on your phone? Question of the podcast. I'm trying not to offend anyone. I don't know. Whatever comes out, comes out.
Question of the I'm offended by the question of the podcast. Okay, what's the question today, Abby?
I really need to wee.
You've got the giggles today. Do you want to go wee before we do question of the podcast? So what is the question of the podcast today, Abby?
The question of the podcast is things I thought as a kid that would be a bit more relevant in today's age.
Okay, so what are some things that you thought? Yeah.
The Bermuda Triangle.
Oh, okay, we're starting.
So I thought you were asking.
Wait, no, it was just a statement, not a question. So I was trying to help it be a question, but that's all right. That's all right.
I just jumped straight into it because I do need to use the bathroom, so I'm just like, go on for
I
it.
told you, go for a wee break.
Go for a wee break. Okay. I thought that the Bermuda Triangle would be more relevant.
Yeah.
In the fact that like we were taught about that, but also it was brushed over, kind of like it was a little bit of nothing.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, that is crazy that, or in this triangle is where so much terrible stuff has happened.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I was always just terrified that like even flying Gold Coast to Sydney, that my plane was going to get sucked into the Bermuda Triangle, or that like I was going to be on a boat like in the harbour and the boat was going to get sucked into the like, why is no one stressed about that?
No, and I think like there were a lot of movies and things about it when we were younger. So maybe that's why we were all like, oh my gosh. But you're right, no one ever mentions that anymore. What's going on out there?
Yeah. What is it still there?
It must be.
Maybe it's a square now.
Maybe it's gotten bigger. Don't know.
What about you?
True. Well, kind of going on from that, we got taught so much about natural disasters at school, right?
Yes.
To the point where tsunamis are still my biggest fear in the entire world.
Terrified of them.
We live in Australia. We get bushfires, to be fair.
Yeah.
And floods. But like earthquakes, tsunamis, all of that kind of thing just doesn't happen here.
No.
And we got taught so much, and I was petrified. Like volcanoes too. Terrified.
Yeah.
I remember we had one school camp in like a dormant volcano.
Yeah.
And so they were like, oh yeah, it hasn't erupted in like a gazillion years or whatever.
Yeah,
and I was like,
what if it does erupt?
and I was terrified. I was like, okay, but what if it happens today? They make you so scared of that.
Isn't it wild that like volcanoes are like erupting in like Hawaii as we speak?
Yeah.
And people are living like on a hill like next to it.
Yeah.
Like watching it erupt.
That's terrifying
Like
to
that
me.
is that's lava. And earthquakes are so scary.
Yeah.
I've been in an earthquake.
I have not, but
a pretty
I'm
bad one
terrified.
actually in New Zealand.
Was it scary?
I was on the stairs. I was walking down the stairs, and the whole like we were in like this little apartment thing. The whole apartment was like shaking, and it felt like a train was going over the top of the like, the roof. And I was like, whoa, that like literally feels like a train. Like everything was shaking, the walls, everything, and we didn't really know what it was.
Yeah.
Because it was my mom and I, and we were from Australia.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, I was like on Facebook, and it was on the news, and like it was a pretty big earthquake, and like all these buildings like had fallen down as well. But it just kind of felt like a train was going over the top of the place.
So scary.
Yeah.
I suppose like that's fair enough then. If you go to New Zealand, like earthquakes, tsunamis though don't happen here, and that was a huge
there was
thing.
that movie called The Impossible. Have you seen that?
Yeah, several times.
Yeah, that is a scary and sad movie. But I feel like as well, years ago, like when we were growing up, they made a lot of movies about tsunamis and a lot of movies about like the Bermuda Triangle, and that's probably why we're scared of them, because those were like the scary movies back then.
Do you want to hear a story actually about The Impossible? So we watched that like as a family for the first time when it had first come out. And then we went to Thailand about 2 weeks later, and obviously it's set in Thailand for the Boxing Day tsunamis or whatever. And we got there, and I was like to Dad, like, because I have always been terrified of like big waves and things like that. And I was like, oh, well, like, did it happen here? And he was like, no, it was the other side of the island. Like, don't worry about it. Like, trying to make me feel better, because they were watching it and they were like, oh, we really shouldn't have shown the kids this 2 weeks before we go there. Anyway, we got there, and there were like braces on all of the palm trees.
Yeah.
And I was standing there going, Dad, like, why are there braces on the trees? And he was like, oh, because this is where the tsunamis were. And I was like, what? Excuse me, why are we here? And then we were like talking to this local man who made like suits in this tiny little shop, and he was saying how like he was in the shop that day, and he had like this much air at the top of the thing. And anyway,
why is
my
he still
parents
there? I would have sold that shop and moved to China or
well,
something.
like, it's just like, you know, I mean, those were pretty terrible. That was a pretty terrible event.
Yeah.
But like, I guess
life goes on.
Yeah. But yeah, my parents showed me that movie 2 weeks before we went to the place that it happened at, and I was like, surely that's terrible parenting.
Planning, right?
Oh. Anyway,
going on from that, quicksand.
Another good one. Yeah.
We taught about it in school. I was petrified of it.
Yeah.
I thought that everywhere I walked, I would have to watch out for quicksand.
Yeah.
I've never seen it in my life.
No.
Ever. And I honestly thought that there was a phase in my life where every single time I was taking a step, even at school, like on the concrete, I was like, I better watch out for quicksand.
Yeah. Is there quicksand in Australia?
I don't know.
Because that was a big thing.
Quicksand?
I don't think. Oh, well, I don't know. I don't really. Is it just like a specific ratio of sand and like some kind of water?
And water, or is some kind of liquid that like is sinking.
Yeah. I don't know. But you can't get it. Anyway, terrifying. I agree. I was really scared of that for ages. And like sinkholes and stuff. I was always scared that the earth would just fall out from underneath me.
Yeah.
It's pretty rare. Like, it doesn't happen very much.
Happened in Sisters, that movie.
Yeah, exactly right. True.
Their pool turned into a sinkhole and then everything sunk in there.
Yeah, true. Very true. My other one was just like, this is kind of different. This isn't one like things that I was scared of when I was a kid, but like things that I thought would be really relevant as I was an adult, as I became an adult. Just a whole lot of things I learned at school. Sokotoa, for example, long division, and writing poetry.
Long division. Oh my God, poetry. Did you used to have to write haikus?
Haikus, yeah.
Yeah, like why did we learn that?
No, I don't know, because no one really, I mean, like people do, but that's the sort of thing, like they don't encourage the arts, right? But they will tell you how to write a poem.
They'll teach you how to write a poem correctly. A haiku specifically.
Is that how you say it, or is it haiku?
Oh. Haku. That sounds like a karate move.
I like your way better.
Haiku, whatever it is. It's that one where like the first line has to have this many syllables,
yeah.
the second line this many, third line this many, and they have to rhyme, and then the story has to happen
Yeah.
in 3 lines. And like,
There was so much poetry at
yeah,
school.
yeah.
And that's just
And
like
even
not
in
relevant
English,
in my life.
like reading poetry and then doing an assignment, assessing and
Yeah.
breaking down the poetry.
all of that kind of thing. Like
That's crazy. Why did we have to do all that?
same as like memorizing the periodic table. When
Yeah.
has that come in handy for me? Never. Never.
And like, when are you going to be in a situation where you're like a scientist or whatever and you're in a lab and you're not going to have a periodic table
Yeah.
or your phone to Google it?
Exactly.
Right?
And like the people that do need to know that in their lives probably would have learnt it at uni, you know? Like
Yeah.
I don't
Those
need that.
people are probably like geniuses and
Yeah.
they like learnt it when they were 4 years old.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? One more.
Go ahead.
Chicken pox.
I'm still petrified of chickenpox because I've never had it, and apparently it's really bad
So,
if you get it when you're older.
Yeah, apparently that's the case.
Mm.
But have you ever heard of anyone who's older who's gotten it, who's died from it?
Only on Desperate Housewives. I don't think she died from it though.
Don't believe everything.
And she wasn't real.
You see on TV. But like, I was petrified of chickenpox as a child,
Yeah.
as well as like, if I don't get it now, like I'm gonna not survive through it when I'm older.
Mm.
And like, no, I've known like barely anyone who's had it.
No, me neither. There
Yeah.
was a girl at school that had it, and I remember I was really scared of it because she came to school and she had like scars on her face
Yeah.
from it, and I still am petrified of it because of that reason. But true, I don't know any adults that have ever had it.
Yeah, exactly.
I think
I think chickenpox is a scam.
it's not real.
It's not real. Not at all. No, I think you can get like a virus which will bring out like itchy spots on you, which is like a lot of viruses do that. But like, I don't think that you have to have it when you're younger. Otherwise, everyone gets it once in their life, and if you don't get it when you're younger, then you get it when you're older and you pass on.
And how does that even like?
How does
Because
that even work?
isn't a child's immune system weaker than an adult?
Right? So I think it's a hoax.
They just want you to have it.
And
when
I
you're a
thought
kid.
it was just going to be more relevant. Like, I thought that I was going to have to be worried about getting chickenpox.
Yeah. Have you not had it?
I had something similar.
Right.
Like, and it wasn't the pox.
Yeah.
Smallpox. It wasn't chickenpox, but it was like something really similar.
Right. So are you still like, could you still get chickenpox?
No
if you came in
idea.
contact? Oh, we'll just find out later.
Yeah, we'll see. How about I get it
Yeah.
and we'll just test it.
Share it with me too.
Yeah.
We'll
See what happens.
There you go.
But that's it. All right. Well, that's the one tip tops your mum.
What?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, clearly we're losing patience, losing energy, losing brain
Our minds.
cells.
Yeah.
So you know what to do with all of the
Yeah, but we
things.
just really wanted to put it out there. Can you guys please go onto Apple Podcasts and give us 5 stars and give us a review?
Please, and then screenshot it and send it to us on Instagram.
Yes, can you please send it to us and
We will reply.
post it and like tag you in it
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Like we really want to get 5 stars.
Yes.
And we want you guys to help us with that. Please and thank you.
Thanks.
Obviously, you already know what to do with everything else.
Yeah.
And
Just follow the things, like the things.
yeah, and subscribe to the
Subscribe
things
to the
and like
things.
message us
Follow
the
the
things
things.
and email us the DM thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's the one.
Amazing. See you next
we'll
week.
see you next week for number 19.
Woohoo.
Woo. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Welcome to my up home. I'm Lil Shorty, these my hoes. This is how we run this shit. Piss Olympics, let's go.